everyone, it's Donna here, and I am back to share a journal that I just completed. This one I am calling The Painted Lady, and I'm calling her that because this journal features the Victorian era, my favorite era. I love everything about it. The fashion, the architecture, the textiles. I just love that era. So this journal features that. Most of the images in this journal came from 3 books. The term painted lady, if you're not familiar with that, is what's sometimes referred to the Victorian style homes are sometimes referred to the painted ladies because they are painted in such a way that features the exquisite architecture of them. And the images in this journal come from three books. First one is The Painted Ladies Revisited. It's about the Victorian style homes in San Francisco, and it's all pictures from those homes. The second one is Victorian Scrapbook, which has all kinds of wonderful images from the Victorian era. The cards, the advertising. It's a great book. Oops. And then the third one, there's one page in the journal from this book, Forget Me Not, a timeless sentiments for lifelong friends. This one I've already taken completely apart, and I'm using the pages from it. But there's lots of wonderful images in here, all from the Victorian era. So I have this just closed with a strip of batik, really pretty batik fabric that kind of matches the colors in the cover. I'm slowly using these up. I bought a whole slew of these at the auction several years ago in all different colors, and I've been slowly using them up. This journal measures 6 inches by 9 inches. It has a hard cover on the front and the back and a soft fabric spine, which makes it very flexible. There's lots of linens and laces and dangles in this journal. And the back of it has a painted lady, and the front has a beautiful painted lady home, and a Victorian lady here. This was actually a Victorian die cut that I had purchased years ago. I had purchased an actual Victorian scrapbook from the late 1800s, and it was in pretty bad shape. I took all the images off of it, and you'll see a few more images from it. She was actually probably 9 inches tall, and I at that time I was selling that kind of thing on eBay, and I ran across a picture that I had scanned from when I did the eBay listing. I was so glad I had kept that image. Isn't she beautiful? And then down here it says The Painted Lady, and that is removable. You can slide that out and replace that with something else if you want. And there's the Painted Lady, and there's just a little cluster of linens and tatting up at the cover, up at the corner there. There are 108 pages front and back in this journal, and I'm going to show it now before all the strings have pearls and crystals dangling from them. I always forget to show that when I'm flipping through. So let's get started. Inside the front pocket is a journaling card with some beautiful Victorian ladies. Most of these images where there are like two ladies are from the Delineator, and these I got online from archive.org. If you go to archive.org and search for the Delineator, you will find these images. It's a women's fashion magazine from the 1800s. And then there's just a little snippet up here with some lace, a little see-through tag that I made with a flower from my backyard, and a little frog. And here's one of the painted ladies, and it is a pocket, and there's an image from one of those books, and it's on an original page from an 1893 almanac that I actually got from Jessica Rapp in a swap that we did recently. Thank you, Jessica. I've used a couple of these in this journal. And this is on a page from an 1890, I think, Sears and Roebuck catalog. This is just a ledger page with a fussy cut from one of the books, and a snippet up here, and on the snippet is a little watch face. I have a collection of these antique watch faces, and I just have it on a bulb pin with a little piece of lace behind it. And then here's a tall skinny tag in a embossed vellum pocket. That's an image from that Victorian scrapbook book. Here's a page from Forget Me Not. Has some pretty images and sayings. Music composition paper with some vintage lace on the edge there. Just an image on tracing paper. This is an original journal page from 1869. I didn't cover it up so you could see the beautiful script handwriting. So a big tag that's tucked in, and in the back is a double tuck with an original card from 1885, and this is for Baptist Sunday School Chicago 5th anniversary. And then this is just another image cut from the book. It has an image on both sides. Coffee stained paper. Here's another of the painted ladies on both sides. I did some stenciling on this page. And the signature center is one of Redote's roses, and just a little collage down here, and the pearls and beads, crystals. On the back side, this is a side tuck with two different journaling cards with the pretty ladies and their beautiful dresses. This flips open. There's journaling space here, and then here's another image from the Delineator. You can journal on the back. Another of the beautiful painted ladies. I just love these homes. I would love to live in one, but I would love to go see one. It's just such detail. I mean, there's dental molding on the outside, and all the little things are painted and carved. It's just beautiful. Another one there. Coffee stained paper with a snippet down here. And this is a pocket made from an Edith Holden page, and it just opens up for journaling inside. This is one of the die cuts that I had in my collection. There's the journal page, or the ledger page. Just a little collage down here with one of the images from the book. There's the back side of Forget Me Not. snippet there. Another image fussy cut from the book. And here's a pocket that I made from a vintage hanky that I had, linen hanky. And another tag, fussy cut lady there. Here's another painted lady. And that opens up and you've got another painted lady there. And just a journaling card. This is original page from 1893. Got that beautiful caramel color to it. This is just a little flip up here with some laces and a butterfly that I stitched on. This is a page from a department store catalog from 1891. There's the inside of it. This is also from archive.org is where I got that from. There's a glassine bag here, and in it is a little journal. This is an original journal page as well from 1881. It was very fragile, so I couldn't use it as a page in a journal, so I just adhered it to a page that I printed one of my collages on, and I left it just the way it was, and then just random papers inside to journal on. Some sprayed paper, image from the book, just a little flip. This is a page from an 1861 book on household management. This particular page is about the doctor. Ledger page. Here's a painted lady here. And there's a big tag tucked in the back. Just a little collage of fabric. Ledger page, there's a key charm, whoops, a key charm dangling from that one. This is an envelope made from an Edith Holden page, with a little collage up there, and some vintage lace here. And inside the envelope is a Tundex card and an original Easter greeting card. Those are both originals, and that's just clipped onto the page with this altered paper clip. Here's another image from the book, and another pretty lady, and some stenciling around the edge there. Another Redolte's roses with more crystals and beads. There's a side tuck here with another one of the pretty ladies from Delineator. Aren't they beautiful? I just love the dresses from this era and their hats. And this is an original document from 1895, one of the originals that I had in my collection. It's from National Masonic Accident Association in Des Moines, Iowa. So I'll let the recipient read that letter. There's a snippet up here, a little collage down there, coffee stained ledger. There were holes in the bottom of this ledger, so I just ran some lace through it that coordinates with the painted lady over here. And another painted lady on the back. And another beautiful Victorian lady. And the back side of all of those pages. Just a flip here from the... this is a Victorian trade card image that I had scanned. And another of the beautiful vintage women, Victorian ladies, with lace on the edge. This is an image from the book, and that flips open. There's another image from the book there, and I just cut a slit in it because there's like this is a Victorian trade card. I just cut a slit in it so that I could put, this is a Victorian trade card from my collection. It's an original. It was in the scrapbook, so it's got some damage on the back from being removed, but it's from Orville, Ohio, I guess. It just slips in there. Another fussy cut lady. This is an original calling card, Otis L. Wheelock. That was from that Victorian scrapbook. And this is a printout from an 1888 book. It's very interesting reading, Etiquette of Calling. It's the do's and don'ts of visiting. And on the back it has the use of cards when calling. I'll just read just a little tiny excerpt from it. Calls from people living in the country are expected to be longer and less ceremonious than those in the city. When it has been impossible to attend a dinner or a social gathering, a call should be made soon afterwards to express regret at the inability to be present. A gentleman, though a stranger, may with propriety escort an unattended lady to a carriage, and afterwards return and make his final farewell to the hostess. It's very interesting reading of the social etiquette from that time. And it just tucks up in there. There's another painted lady and another one. Piano roll paper that I've doubled up and stitched. On this side there are 3 little cards. Each one has a die cut from that Victorian scrapbook that I took apart years ago, and then there are little things tucked in the top. Some tickets, German vocabulary card, and another ticket of some sort, and 2 of my cigarette cards, a flower one and a bird one. And then I left these empty. You can tuck little treasures in there. This is the back of that, or actually this is the front of a page from a catalog, from 1879. This is a printout from that catalog. It's not a, and this one I also got on archive.org. Here's a pretty fabric flip with an applique, this really pretty embroidered net lace, and then some eyelet lace below it. I love that fabric. I'm hoarding it. I'm using a little bit sparingly. Here's another painted lady. A huge one. So pretty. Oh, and they're all painted in 2 or 3 different colors that coordinate. Just beautiful. Beautiful architecture. Little snippet with a button. Coffee stained paper. There's the fortune cookie in this one. Some vintage lace. Page from an 1875 humorous almanac. And at the bottom here is a crystal piece of broken jewelry and some vintage lace. This paper clip just holds this closed, and this flips open. Here are 3 more die cuts from that Victorian scrapbook, and then 3 printed pretty ladies that I fussy cut from that book, and they all can be journaled on the back. And another of Ridote's Roses in the middle. And more crystals and beads and pearls. This is a pocket that or a little bag that I made from a page from the 1902 almanac that I had scanned. It's also open on the side here. I didn't put anything in the side. But there's a large tag in here with a image fussy cut from the book. And just some seam binding at the top. Here's the other side of that humorous almanac with some pretty vintage lace. Coffee dyed paper snippet at the bottom. Just some writing paper with an image cut from the book and a little snippet of lace up there. This is made into a pocket where there's another of the pretty ladies with couple of different little snippets of lace and a little circle tag with a butterfly on it. And then here's a beautiful painted lady. Isn't that beautiful? In pink and purple, or lilac and purple. Gorgeous. And that just sits in there. And there's the back side has more from that one and a different one. And I left the writing on it so you can read about those homes. A couple of the homes. These are all from San Francisco. This coffee dyed paper, and I had a tiny dictionary page and I just wrapped it around. There's the other part of that catalog. Piano paper, another painted lady. Here's another one of my die cuts, Victorian die cuts. And in the back is a pocket. It just has avocado dyed paper and coffee dyed extra paper that you can either use for journaling or to cover up anything you want to cover up for more journaling space. And then my handmade by sticker there. And there's the back. So there's the painted lady. I had so much fun making this. I love those homes. They're so beautiful. And the women are gorgeous too. So that's all I have for today. I have been having a lot of fun working with my laces again. I'm working on some kits that I'm going to put together. I have some more collaged covers that I've been working on. I'm going to make those into journals. And I'm slowly whittling away at those boxes of jewelry. So I have lots of good stuff coming up in January. I have some bling coming up, and I have kits and doilies and journals, all kinds of stuff. So if I don't do another video between now and the first of the year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate this time of year. And I will see you on the other side. Oh, I almost forgot. The Defy auction is Saturday at 12 o'clock. So head on over there and check them out. I'll put the link down below to that. I'll be over there looking and seeing what treasures I might want to purchase. It's for a very good cause, disabled artists throughout the U.S. So, okay, I'll quit rambling and bye for now.